I like how you can verbally abuse dogs and they won't know.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
Not necessarily, mate.
Alright, give me your fucking dog then.
I haven't got a fucking dog because they're idiots and I don't keep them around.
Paddy!
Paddy's dogs are fucking fine anyway.
Paddy, hand over your fucking dog.
Bastard's dumb near 2 dozen.
Paddy, call your dog.
I like
into the
celery.
room
It
and
goes
then
snap.
tell him
It's
that
the
he's an
closest
arse.
us humans get to snapping bones in our mouths.
Carry on.
Oh yeah, keep this on. Good choice, good choice.
That's good.
Oh, what is this?
Dark jazz.
Get on your knees, she said, pointing at the ground. Harry groaned. He'd just made a promise, and now the bitch had him by the balls. This was going to hurt. A lot. He sank to his knees, and with Hermione's less than gentle guidance, wrapped his lips around her throbbing member.
Wait, what?
The oily stench of it was overpowering, and it seemed
Oily?
to secrete something much stronger than ordinary sweat. The slimy fluid was sour and semi-acidic,
No,
and the cryptophallus itself was unnaturally rough and scaly. Harry gasped
arousing the talent.
as he felt the questing dick force its way up inside his mouth.
No, I'm done.
You bunch of fucking pussies.
Fucking pussy.
More!
Man, I
Keep
can't-
going, come on, this is going on YouTube. I don't give a shit.
I haven't even fucking blinked yet.
I have
Yeah.
bloody reaction.
Hermione
Motherfucker.
giving him an arched smile as she forced him to deep-throat her rather impressive dick. That's right, she said softly, feeling his wet boy lips slide up and down her penis. Gulp on it.
Ah,
I'm still not out. I'm gonna
Of
go better than
course.
that.
This wasn't all she needed. She eventually angled her lips and stuffed the wang into Harry's cheek, fucking the inside of his mouth with reckless abandon. He sputtered and gargled as she forced it back into his throat. The stimulation on her penis was arousing her in the same way that having her vagina licked would. And as a result, she became more wet by the minute. The vaginal fluids were being secreted in such great amounts that a bit of it actually began to drip down her leg. Cryptophalids have much thicker natural lubricant than humans, and it comes in greater amounts. So soon, her vagina was leaking globules of cunt mucus the consistency of pea soup.
Fuck
wow.
me.
It's still not out yet.
Fuck me.
Eventually, she pulled him off it by his hair, then pushed him down. Get on all fours, Harry, she said. What? She merely glared at him. He complied. Oh, Christ.
It's the breaks in the music that get me for a minute.
We have to get real close for this one. Hermione first positioned her saturated vulva over Harry's rear end, which was presently sticking up in the air. Thick goo bubbled out of her snatch and fell on Harry's anus, sinking in. Since cryptophalids are designed to copulated with human males in order to produce offspring, her mucus sucked inside of Harry's asshole, naturally lubricating his colon. Harry whimpered as he felt the magical fuck juice spread through his intestines. Are you ready? Said Hermione, placing a hand on Harry's buttock. When he didn't answer, she let the tip of her cryptophallus poke against her partner's tight knot and slowly push inside. Harry gasped. The intrusion was not painful, since he was well lubricated, and as Hermione began to slowly pump her hips against him, he even felt as though he was enjoying it. Hermione held Harry's waist in her hands. She squeezed his sides as she continued to fuck his asshole, watching and feeling his sphincter contract around her poking member. Feeling that she was not getting enough enjoyment, she pinged up her wand and pointed at her cock. Engorging. The sound-blocking charm proved useful once again, as an air-shredding scream tore out of Harry. He shrieked continuously and clawed the ground to get away from his tormentor, but it was no use. Her grip was iron. Harry, for his part, continued screaming. There were tears streaming down his face. There was blood streaming down his thighs. There was drool streaming down his chin. Most of all, there was his pride streaming right down the fucking drain. In the red haze of his agony, though he realized what he had to do, he grabbed his wand from the corner of the closet and recited a secret incantation Dumbledore had taught him, one that would prevent you from being coerced physically by another person. Load of bullshit. Pots die Eckham Eslab dog ho? What the fuck? Okay.
Like the tone's left, by the way.
Hermione, however, was much better at magic than Harry, and had anticipated him trying something like this.
Guys. No one expects the DM.
Oh, this has been derailed even more than normal.
The first call of anyone.
Hermione, however, was much better at magic than Harry, and had anticipated him trying something like this. She hadn't expected him to know such an obscure charm, but she had had a counter ready. Blah blah blah.
Welcome. Times like these are reminded.
Harry's spell choked and died, leaving him only with the rough cryptophallus ravaging his poor shit factory. He howled pitifully. It didn't last much longer, thankfully, but the finish was mind-bogglingly horrible. A wave of fizzling, scalding hot crypto splooge burst into his anal cavity, leaching into his flesh. Waves of cryptophallid polyps attached themselves like anemones, yeah, to the
Anime.
lining.
Anemones.
Anatomy.
Enemas to the lining of his intestine, busily impregnating him. Hermione pulled out before she was finished. Yeah. And the scalding semen splashed all over the boy's ass, excreting the surfaces of it until he had little skin on his ass.
Oh,
She sighed. Well, I guess I have to be a little bit nice to you. She pointed her wand at his ass and uttered a few healing charms, working until his butt was more or less reskinned. That was great, Harry. I'm really sorry about using the Engorgio charm to make myself bigger. Maybe next time you'll enjoy it more. Come to think of it, Harry, having been unable to withstand the brutal assault of the cryptophallus on his virgin hole, Harry had passed out. Smiling triumphantly to herself, Hermione began to dress herself. Harry was chained up to by his waist in a dungeon chamber somewhere beneath the school. He'd been impregnated by the cryptophallid polyps in his asshole. An hour after he'd been chained, he felt his insides suddenly swell. Then, without warning, each of the polyps matured, then finally came bursting out. Harry's asshole blew open, and his buttocks disintegrated as the crypto polyps exited his body. Each one had matured into an 8-inch long penis, with 8 spindly arachnid legs and a pair of wickedly sharp fangs. The fangs were rooted in venom sacs, which contained a fast-acting neurotoxin for paralyzing their mother's rape meat. Jesus fucking Christ. They came skittering out and made loud clicking noises. As they moved crab-like across the floor, Harry made a sickening gurgling sound as several dozens of the putrid things raced out of his stretched, torn, bleeding anus.
Carry on, Cloak.
Still going on.
Yes.
Okay. Bread your ass, sweetheart, said the girl. Ron, thinking this might ease his pain, reached behind himself and pried open his pale, freckled ass cheeks. The cryptophallus punched its way into his tight asshole again and again. Oh my god. No, I can't deal with this. This line
Big
is so
Cloak's out,
bad.
mate.
I can't do it.
And
He's
so
out.
ends a dramatic reading with Cloak Raider. Please join us
Can we,
again.
can we call this Cloak Raider Watchers Evo 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll name that in a
Yeah,
minute.
it's definitely.